Welcome in. This is James Phillips. This is DME Meets, our week 3 interview. And today we've got a special guest. We've got Mr. Jonathan Allen, the principal at Jasper High School. Mr. Allen, thanks for coming in today.
James, I'm excited to be here.
We talked off the air, and Jasper High School has had just an outstanding year. You guys have excelled in the classroom, on the field, and in just about every way. So it's been a really good year. 2018, 2019 has been.
It's been a memorable year. We feel like schools are defined by those 3 pillars you mentioned: athletics, arts, and academics. And we've had students, succeeding at high levels all year. And We're very proud of them.
Before we get to talking about this year and your success that you've had in the first year as the principal there, let's talk about your background, and if you can just tell us kind of where you came from, when you moved to Jasper, and what your background education has been.
I'm proud to say I'm a Jasper boy. My dad moved our family to Jasper when I was a 4th grader. My first year in Jasper was at T.R. Simmons. Continued on through Jasper City Schools and graduated from Walker High School in 1999. Was able to go to Bevel State for 2 years as an ambassador. I have a lot of great memories of my time at Bevel as well. From there, I went to Birmingham Southern. Had a degree in biology and was really looking for a purpose, a calling. And I felt like I was being led toward education. I had a mentor that taught at Minor High School, and that sort of was the first introduction into education. I actually got a job before I'd even received certification from the state, and started teaching at Minor High School, taught there for 10 years, was assistant principal there. There was an opportunity to come home, and I was proud to have that opportunity to come home at TR, and was principal there for 4 years. So now I'm at the high school, and a lot of the kids that I had in that first year were 5th graders. Now they're 9th graders, and I'm excited to see a lot of those students move through and support our community and get to see the other end of the spectrum.
Now, is there a big difference in being the principal to kindergartners and 1st graders last year to now you're at the high school?
You know, every step of the way, each one of our schools is so very important. So many developmental milestones are happening there. But to me, although I loved the little ones, and I have a 6-year-old myself, I do love being at the high school, seeing their future kind of open up, seeing them extend their learning into some of their own passions, whether it be in the arts or academics or athletics, and getting to take part in supporting them in that. It's really exciting.
Well, and we've got graduation coming up, and you guys had an excellent academic year. We talked about, before we came on the air, we talked about the ACT scores, and tell us how many students have 30 and above now.
Well, we have to give Sherry Nicholson a little credit. She was a math teacher at Walker High School for many years, and later at Jasper High School. She started a tradition where we posted our 30-plus club, and Teresa Kitchens and Caroline Camplain have continued that at our school, and this year we've had 23 students to score 30 or higher on the ACT. That's the most we've ever had, and I really think it's student-driven. Of course, our teachers are preparing them and giving them the opportunity to do well, but seeing their face on the wall and seeing that number move up, students are not just satisfied with making the wall, they want to move up to the top. And so from the high scores of 34, Scott Miso has done a great job. He's one of our seniors graduating this year, and we have a lot of students on down the line, all the way to 23 of them now.
Wow, that is a lot of students in one school to score that high on the ACT. How about seniors this year? We're talking about graduation coming up. How many seniors do you have that are getting scholarships this year?
We will publish an official number, but we expect that number will be pretty high. We've had several students that are just remarkable. Obviously, if you can understand that they're involved in athletics and arts and they've got those ACT scores, they're going to do quite well. But they've also, we've had one student recently appointed to the Naval Academy.
Right.
And that education alone for Stephen Williams is $400,000. So that will help our scholarship totals quite a bit. We have a lot of opportunities locally. The Jumpstart Scholarship through Bevel State has been a great avenue for our students to start college. And so we're proud that we have everything along the way, from our local community college to students going off to schools that are Ivy League caliber. So.
Well, and you mentioned Bevel State. You've got a lot of students who are ending their high school career already with a lot of college credits because of dual enrollment as well.
And we're proud to say that's up this year. We had over 90 students, let me say that again, 90 courses taken by students in our school through dual enrollment. Now that could be through WCCT in a partnership with Bevel, or it could be on the Bevel State campus, or a few courses were offered in our school. But we have improved our dual enrollment offerings. We also signed a dual enrollment agreement with UA Early College through the University of Alabama. So this next year, students will have even more opportunities to take dual enrollment, because we do believe that college experience can start as early as their 10th grade year for some students. And with the cost of higher education being what they are for many families, it's a smart investment to go ahead and start that now. So we offer a lot of things for our students, whether it's the extracurricular activities or the dual enrollment that we take advantage of locally. We also have an AP program that is superior. I'm proud to hire 2 new teachers to start next school year, and we look forward to announcing their names once we have those candidates approved. But we'll have strong teachers in AP chemistry and AP biology to complement what we already have on staff.
Yeah, that's outstanding. How about, let's talk about the arts a little bit, because we haven't mentioned that. You guys have some really fantastic programs. I know Center Stage just did Hercules a couple weeks ago, and then you've got the choir is constantly winning awards. The
That's
band
right.
is constantly winning. Just talk about some of those.
We had a lot of great highlights this year. We had Hercules, obviously, just recently. I really wish our community understood what they get in value of entertainment. Our kids did an exceptional job, and I look forward to whatever they do each time. They also, earlier in the year, they did The Play That Goes Wrong, and it was just a great, laughable comedy that our kids really got to own, and Nicole Abner does a great job with our Center Stage program.
Yeah.
We also have an incredible band program. The band, whether it's the symphonic band or the marching band, they receive awards everywhere they go, superior ratings every time they perform. This year they won the state championship, the first ever state championship given at the state competition in Muscle Shoals. So we're very proud of them winning that 5A title and continuing that legacy that's been known in our community for quite some time. For band directors like Mr. Bertram, Mr. Meadows on back, now we have Mr. Lipscomb carrying that torch and doing a great job with our kids.
Well, and the band also even took a trip to New York.
That's right. That's right. They got to see Wicked. They got to go to the Capitol. Representative Adderholt toured the Capitol with them. They had an incredible time.
Yeah.
We also, I didn't mention this, but we also have incredible program with our choir. You mentioned them. You know, we had our first Foothills competition here, and we hosted a lot of schools, over 20 schools from throughout the state and even Mississippi, and that was a great stage for our whole community.
Right.
A lot of people stayed in Jasper overnight. They went down to downtown and they saw all the positive things happening there. So we look forward to that event coming back next year, and we want to encourage the community to come out and see what show choir is all about. We have a lot to be proud of here, and there were a lot of great acts from throughout the state and beyond.
It's been a banner year for Jasper High School as far as athletics, starting with football and volleyball, and then ending with baseball making the playoffs and soccer making the playoffs. So what have you experienced this year? I know you were the biggest fan in football. I saw you running up down the end zone. It was a lot of fun. You know,
we had fun. I thought that if our kids could see me enjoying it with them, that might be a good encouragement to them. But, you know, I've been spoiled. For this to be my first year, our coaches and players worked extremely hard. We had a great year to start the year with volleyball and football, and I really think that shaped the culture of the year. Volleyball, of course, they fell short just barely last year, so winning the state championship this year meant a lot to them, and the expectations are even higher for next year, so we're excited about that. Our football program, you know, losing in the third round, we were all disappointed, but you couldn't look back and reflect on the year and just see how proud we were of what they've achieved, especially some of those seniors for the difficulties that they fought through and worked through. So we're excited about the promise of this next year. Of course, we're investing in some of the infrastructure at the football field, and I'm excited to see what the turf will look like and some of the upgrades to the facility. I think that will be a great hub for our community in the fall. Football in the South, especially in a small town in Alabama, means a lot. So we're excited to host everyone and bring them back out. And that should be ready for the first game of the year against Coleman. So we're looking forward to that. And then the year kept getting better. They did well. We ended up winning area in basketball, baseball. I just couldn't be any more prouder than I am. Our tennis program continues to be strong and is relevant at the state level. We fell just a little short this year with our girls, but it's a young group, and we're proud of their accomplishments. We had students winning just recently at the track meet. If you saw the relay, the 800-meter relay, our girls took first in that, and we have a lot of youth in that running community that started to grow in Jasper. We see them running a lot. All those little kids are growing up, and that culture that's been created, I think, will benefit us. We look forward to the day when we have our own new track, and they're training on that as well. So I'm really excited about the athletics. For our students, it's more than just a college scholarship. It's more than just an event to have an extracurricular activity. To me, they learn so many life lessons. The mentorship that they receive from our coaches, I think they change lives through athletics. And I'm proud that that balance is there. We know that it's athletics and academics together. We want to foster student athletes, not just athletes.
Right.
So that's the culture that our coaches have helped to build, and our teachers at the high school support. We've got an extremely strong faculty that love our kids and are there to meet their needs, but most importantly, help them learn.
Right.
And we're doing that every day. And so it's just a really exciting time to be a Jasper Viking. Our name goes throughout the state. Whether it's the arts or athletics, our kids are carrying our community throughout the state, and they know where we're at, and I'm proud of that too.
Right. I talked to the athletic director, Coach Jonathan Jordan, and I think between the two of us, we figured out that the high school had won the area in every sport except for, I think, girls basketball and girls softball. And so everything else, swimming was close to winning a state championship even.
That's right.
And it's a very young program. Both soccer teams made the playoffs, won their area.
That's right, yeah.
And then the track teams throughout the year have been just outstanding. So
we can't expect to win everything, but we want our kids to be relevant in the conversation. We want them to strive for excellence and be competitive in whatever they do in life beyond high school. Ultimately, we know as educators, we're producing a product, and the product is our kids.
Right.
And so we want to produce a product that cares about the community, that represents our community well, that's prepared to go into the workforce or go to college. We have several students going into the military. And so we want that kind of product to be what we're known for. And I think our teachers do an exceptional job to make that happen.
Well, me personally, I was very excited when I found out that you were going to be the principal. I'm probably a rare person that had a kindergartner last year, and then I've got a high schooler this year.
You're at both ends.
Yeah, and so it was good to know that my son was going to be, and then I'll have a daughter come to the high school next year to have you as the leader. And I think you've just done an outstanding job here in the first year with bringing all the talent as far as teachers, coaches, faculty, staff, everybody together. And I think it's been a great year at Jasper High School.
I can't take any credit. We have district leadership with our school board, our superintendent, Dr. Jackson. Everyone is giving us the materials and supplies we need to be successful. And then we've got teachers that are there at the start of the school day and well beyond the end, working every day tirelessly to invest in our kids. One of our key words in our mission statement is to inspire young people. And I think that needs to be my role. Of course, I'm the manager, but you want to inspire kids to see better, to strive for better. And that's my small part. Really, all the credit goes to our kids. They've done this, and our faculty's embraced everything. They've not made excuses, and we strive and aspire to be even better.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to next year. Although we're at the end and graduation is upon us, we're already starting to think about next year and the exciting things we can do next year.
Well, I was going to say the real work probably begins now as you prepare for the next school year.
We've already started interviewing, believe it or not. We've already worked on the calendar. that sense of urgency is what drives us. You know, it'll be on us. So I was talking to one of the coaches, and you know, they were talking about how many days until the first kickoff. You know that's going to happen regardless. So you've got to be ready for every moment. And so that's what we're striving for. We're aware of the opportunity we have, and it's limited. These 17 and 18-year-olds that are graduating, our opportunities are gone. They're not going to listen to us now. So we got to take advantage of every opportunity we have with the ones that we've got, as long as we've got them. And that's what we're doing in Jasper. That's why we're proud to be Jasper Vikings.
Right. Anything else you want to say to the community here as we end?
No, we just want to encourage them, encourage you all to be a part of our community, to be at our school, to come to the events, whether you have a student in the center stage program or whether you have a student in the band. The band concert was last night, and it was incredible. You will be blessed just by seeing our young people and how they perform. It's a great time. So come out and be a part of it.
Mr. Allen, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys for tuning in. This is Daily Mountain Eagle, or DME Meets. I'm James Phillips. Well, join us again next time when we'll have a new guest. Always look to our Daily Mountain Eagle YouTube page and also at all of our social media platforms to see what we have going on video-wise, print-wise, and every aspect of covering news here in Walker County. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.